Hey everybody, it's Lori Lowe. Welcome to this latest video in the Sacred Binge series. I wanted to record a video. I had kind of a really cool thing happen to me today. I very often consume videos and read books and material that is about spiritual evolution and kind of a metaphysical approach to understanding why we are here. I just have always kind of had an interest in that, but I have found it as I've been on the Sacred Binge journey and really working to understand why I have a food use disorder, why I overeat, why I use food to tune out, and what I'm really hungry for. That metaphysical and spiritual practice has been really tuned up to a new level. So I actually saw a message delivered that was recorded recently at the Agape Church in Los Angeles, and it was Rev Deborah Johnson. She actually is the pastor, the spiritual leader of a church in Santa Cruz, which I believe is called the Center for Spiritual Living. But the topic of the message was the journey to you. The journey to you. And I think about the context of the Sacred Binge in that way. I've talked about how I think it's a really profound and sacred experience, one of the most sacred experiences you can have, to understand why you have this disorder. Not why you're overweight or underweight or whatever, not imperfect weight, whatever. Not why you can't stay on a diet, not why you can't control your food intake, why you're not perfect, but why are you hungry? What are you hungry for? That asking that question is the opportunity to make every episode of binging and overeating something really sacred. We put away the shame of it and we observe it and become aware of what's really going on. And when we ask those questions, we can begin to understand ourselves better, get more knowledge about why this has happened to us, not what's wrong with us, but why this has happened to us, and start to change our behavior and change how we experience ourselves. So the pastor, Reverend Johnson, Deborah Johnson, one of the things she said about on our journey to you is not feeling like we've got to clean ourselves up and get rid of the imperfect bits before we get to move forward and be out there in the world as ourselves. That, the whole idea is that we were intended to have these very imperfect experiences in order to make ourselves uniquely us. So when we apply that to our eating disorder, there can be all kinds of reasons why we started to cover up the desire for what we really wanted with wanting more food. There's a lot of reasons why that can happen, but it all comes down to stopping and asking the question right now, what do I want right now? Not what happened to me, and wanting to fix what happened to me. It's why am I hungry? Why am I wanting? So if I get back to Deborah Johnson and the message that she gave today, or not today, it was actually a few weeks ago at Agape, she talks about life. I'm reading now from my journal. Life isn't happening to you. It happens as you. Whew, that blew me away. And so we have to own that, and then we have to claim it. You own it, you accept it as yourself. You claim it when you are willing to be seen as it out in the world. This is who I am. I am a binge eater. And I believe when I show up here, all of the trauma and pain and torment of being a binge eater becomes something beautiful and useful, something sacred. And so I just found that so releasing. I wanted to share it with you guys. We own it and we claim it, and everybody else owns and claims their own experiences. We get to show up for our journey of life. We have to say yes right now to living a life not knowing what the heck's going to happen to us. And the quality of that yes is the quality of the experience that we have. There is no end place. There is just the journey toward being who you truly are. And don't stop yourself by thinking there is something so horribly wrong with you because you have a food use disorder. Focus on, where does that bring you today? What wisdom do you have because you've gone through all of that? And how can you authentically step out into life with that being the truth about who you are? Own it, claim it, live it, say yes. Okay, that's what I have today. I'm looking forward to comments on this post. You guys have an awesome, awesome day. Bye-bye.